because I want to record our session so you can look back on it, because one of the things about becoming better at anything is you just kind of immerse yourself in it. And anything that you're going to do well at, you're going to have to, sort of rehearse it over and over again, right? Yeah. It's like a good actor or maybe a good Broadway, actor, actress. They're going to rehearse their parts over and over and over again. And then by the time they're ready to do the production, i.e. play a match, then they're going to, a lot of things they do and say and the way they do it, it becomes automatic. Sure. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about mental toughness. And I want to ask you, what do you think is mental toughness to you? Like, tell me about that.
Maybe resilience to just continue keeping the same mindset, not going up and down with your emotions. Just keep. Okay.
All right. So sort of being more consistent with what you're thinking about.
Yeah.
Not allowing your emotions to be sort of up and down.
Yeah.
Back and forth. Okay. So one of the things about being mentally tough is, like you said, being composed in your emotions, right? Emotions that can influence and impact the outcome. So the purpose really of being composed is it helps you execute your task and with maximum application, right? So minimal energy expended, right? And getting the maximum output. So your mind and your body wants to be in balance, right? Now, one of the things that's different about when I talk about mental toughness and maybe some of the other things is becoming mentally tough, you got to be aware of what you need, right? And you've just expressed one thing. You want to be composed in your mind and emotions and sort of be consistent in how you think about things. So that's becoming aware of what you need, right? The other part of that is the action that you need to take, right? So what I want to help you understand is there are things that you can go out and practice on the court that are, and I'm going to give you like games that are going to put you in a state where you have to deal with these emotions.
Yeah.
Okay. And the games are at face value. They seem really simple.
Yeah.
You're like, why is Coach Sterling giving me this? This is so easy. But what you're going to find out is it's actually quite difficult in the sense of you're going to deal with it like you would deal with it in a match. Okay. So what I want to talk about is I'm going to give you how often you practice every week, every day. Okay. So, and obviously you have a coach.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And when you guys practice, do you do a 2-hour session or do you do several sessions?
2 hours.
2 hours. Okay. So when your coach starts the session, kind of give me an idea of like, how much time what do you start out doing?
So around 5 minutes, we do this. My coach likes doing mini tennis to get the feel. So we do 5 minutes of mini tennis, cross court, down the middle. And then we go back and we take around, 10 minutes down the middle, just hitting. And then we have targets. So we separate the court into 3 sections.
Okay.
2 cones. And then we move to the forehand side, cross court. And we go 10 to 15 minutes there. And then back inside, 10 to 15 minutes there.
Okay.
Slice back and slice cross courts, 10 to 15 minutes. And then sometimes we go down the line, slice 10 to 15 minutes. And that's
down the line slice.
Yes, that's the one.
So is he hitting like a flat or top spin and then you slice, or y'all slicing back and forth?
He mixes it up, but I just slice.
And you just slice. So you're the one that has to make the shot off whatever he gives you.
Exactly.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so all right, great. And then after you guys do that, that's probably about 40 minutes or so.
Yeah, 45.
What do you do next?
So it depends on what we're planning to work on. Normally, we would do some feeding drills, meaning either work on, I have a problem with my running forehand, running backhand, so we're working on technique, some drills, and then during these drills, we talk a lot more than just normally playing. But then afterwards, we do a little bit more volleys. We do volleys and then work on my overheads. And then we start playing a little bit of like drills / game style. Style drills. For example, serve and then +1. So I serve and then I have to hit to the open court. And some returns. And that's pretty much it.
Do you do return and then R1s?
No, we don't do that many returns and then +1s. We just do returns.
Work on returns, sort of like technique and attacking versus first and second serves and things like that. Okay. All right. So great. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going. Everything I'm going to do is complement everything your coach is already doing, right? Because I do similar thing. I do the similar things, but I do it with everything I'm about to talk to you, or I'm going to introduce you to you today. Okay. Now, just a little. See if you have a little bit. See how much knowledge you have of this. Are you familiar with rally length and how long a rally typically lasts in a match?
3 to 6 balls.
What's that?
3 to 6 balls.
3 to 6 balls. Okay. So that's actually a really good guess. Okay. When most people that I ask, I've been doing this since 2012. So I have asked literally thousands of people, about this and thousands of coaches. And the answer I typically get is, 4, right? Most people say, okay, the average number of shots in a point is 4. And so it's actually 2. 2 shots. Okay. Now, what we say is 0 to 4 shots. Okay. If you played 10 points, how many of those points you think would end 0 to 4 shots out of 10?
6 or 7. 7.
That's good. That's right. That's exactly right. 6 or 7 points. All right. Now, 5 to 8 shots. How many are left? Let's say it's 6 out of 10. So we got 4 points left. How many of those 4 points left will end 5 to 8 shots?
Probably 3 or 2 to 3.
Yeah, it's around 2 to 3. That's exactly right. So let's say it's 3 because that's basically the average, right? So we have 9 out of 10 points are going to end. Okay, I'm gonna put the whiteboard up here. So I want you to see this. All right. So we have 0 to 8 shots. Okay, are going to end 9 out of 10 points.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's think about that. Let's say 8 shots, right? How many shots is that for you?
That's 4.
That's 4. Okay. Now, 2 plus 2. Okay. Now, 2 is the most important number in tennis. Okay. And the reason why 2 is the number 1 is this. I'm going to show you, right? Let's go 0 to 4 shots. Okay? How many shots is that for you?
2.
2.
Yeah.
That's 2 for you, 2 for your opponent. Yeah. Okay, 5 to 8 shots. How many is that for you?
4.
2.
Wait. 5.
2 shots for you, 2 shots for your opponent.
Okay.
Right? So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
That's 2 shots for me, 2 shots for you. Then 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 2 shots for you again.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, so the number is 2. So when you're doing, let's say you're doing that first thing where you're just hitting with your coach up the middle.
Yeah.
Okay? Warming up, right? Warming up your rhythm, warming up your timing, okay? What you want to do is you want to employ what I put in my book. I wrote a book called 7 On-Court Strategies to experience your play state, right? A play state is like being in the flow or being in the zone. You've heard of being in the zone, right? Where you play just unconsciously. You don't really think about what you're doing. Have you ever played like that before?
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome, okay? So one of the strategies of getting yourself into that flow, okay, is called 1-2 reset. Okay? 1-2 reset. Okay, can you read that? Or is that too light?
Yeah, that's all right.
Okay, sorry. Okay, make it a little darker. All right, 1-2 reset. So what you're going to do is, let's say I'm your coach and we're rallying, right? I hit you the first ball, and when you strike your first shot, you're going to say to yourself 1, just underneath your breath, in your mind, right? You can kind of say it to yourself, and that way the breath comes out of you, right? Because it's very important. When you strike the ball, you need to breathe.
Yeah.
So if you go 1, right, and then I hit the next ball back, and you go 2, okay. So you're saying these numbers when you strike the ball.
Yeah.
And you can say them in your head and just breathe out. So you'd be like 1,
yeah,
2, and then you say to yourself, reset. Now, what does the word reset mean?
Start over.
To start over. That's exactly right. Notice I didn't say recover.
Yeah.
What do you think the word recover means? If you're going to recover after you've played a match, what are you going to do?
Relax.
Yeah, you're going to relax. That's right. You're going to relax. You're going to recuperate. So that's why when you hit shots, you want to reset.
Yeah.
Between points and on changeovers, you recover.
Okay.
So everything I'm talking about has to do with the mind and the emotions, right? So you need to understand there's a big difference between resetting and recovery. So when you employ this tactic, you're going 1, 2, reset. 1, 2, reset. And you're going to see how many 2 shots
can you get
in a row. Okay? All right? 2 shots in a row that you can make. All right? Now, these are called 2-shot sequences. Okay? 2-shot sequences, right? So can you understand where I got 2-shot sequencing from based on what we just talked about with shot rallying?
Yes.
So if 6 out of 10 points in 0-4, that's 1 2-shot sequence for you and 1 for your opponent. And then another 2-shot sequence for you, and then another by your point. And that gives you 9 out of 10 shots, right? Now, obviously, when you're rallying in warm-up, you're going to make, a couple of 2-shot sequences in a row.
Yeah.
So you'll go 1, 2, and I got 1. 1, 2, and I got 2, and the big number is that reset.
Yeah.
Right? So you can go 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, and see how many you can make, right? You just do it in your own head, right? And you keep track of it. Like, oh man, I got 3 sets of 2 in a row.
Yeah.
Right? Or I got 4, I got 5.
Okay.
Now, what's really interesting about this is, what do you think the difference? Let's say let's say you were going to try to hit 10 balls in a row or 20 balls in a row over the net.
Okay.
Have you ever tried that before?
Yeah.
Did you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? Yeah. What started happening when you got to 17, 18?
Either I got relaxed and started missing more, or I got into a rhythm.
Okay, good. Now, if you go 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, and you get to 10, how many balls have you hit in a row? 20.
Yeah.
Right? 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3. That's 6 balls.
Yeah.
1, 2, 4. That's 8. 1, 2, 5. That's 10.
Yeah.
Now, the counting, what do you think happens to your brain when you go 1, 2, and then you say 1, and then 1, 2? Yeah, you're resetting. The big number is like reset, and it's almost, I call it a throwaway number.
Yeah.
And where does your focus go back to?
So hitting
1 and 2.
Okay.
Yes. So let's go to the board, right? Let's say you and I are rallying, okay? And let me you might be able to see my numbers. You might not. Can you see that number? What number is that?
7.
That's pretty good. You can see it. Okay. All right. So let's go. Let's go. I play the first shot. Number 1.
Yeah.
Right? All right. We got you down here. Here you are right there. Let's go. I'll be yellow gold.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna rally this 1. Okay. So I go 1. Okay. Let's say we won't count my shot. We'll go. You're gonna hit 1.
1.
All right. All right. I'm gonna hit the next ball, and you're gonna hit 2.
Yeah.
All right. And then we're gonna go reset, and then you hit another shot. 1.
Okay. Yeah.
2. Reset. There's 2 sets.
Yeah.
1, 2.
Yeah.
Reset. There's 4 sets, right? Okay. So we're throwing away that big number. Okay. And the reason why we're throwing it away is because we want to stay in the present moment.
Yeah.
When you're in the present moment, what moment are you not thinking about? There's 2.
Or the scores or the...
You're not thinking about what just happened.
Okay. Yeah.
So you're not thinking about the past.
Yeah.
And then what are you not thinking of coming up?
The future. Yeah.
The future. Right. So you're not thinking about hitting 20 balls in a row. You're thinking about hitting 2 in a row. And then that's a set. 2 in a row, that's a set. And then at the end, you add up how many you got.
Yeah.
Now, what's really interesting is I've had players do this against other players that count, just keep counting. And we did 100 balls in a row. Okay? We were trying to do 100 balls. Which team could get 100 balls first? The team that did 1, 2 reset won every time against the team that tried to count 67, 68, 69. Because their brain started to wander into the future. Ooh, I'm almost there.
Yeah.
Or look how many I've done. Right? And the other team was like 1, 2, 32, 1, 2, 33, 1, 2, 30. And they were just throwing away. They knew they needed to get to 50.
Yeah.
Because 50 times 2 is 100. But they weren't focused there. And so when you want to become mentally tough, you have to keep your concentration and focus level at a certain level, right? You don't want to get too excited, and you don't want to get too frustrated. You want to stay that, like you said, even with your emotions, right? So 1, 2 reset is one of the number 1 ways that you can stay in the present moment.
Yeah.
All right, now, let's say you're doing that cross court. You said that cross court. Yeah. He puts out a cone, and what about right there? Somewhere in there.
Yeah.
A little bit wider.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit wider over here. Okay. And then you guys got to rally cross court like that.
Yeah.
Same thing. Can you go, let's say I'm going to put you at the top now.
Yeah.
So you're hitting. So can you get 1 at the target, 2 at the target?
Yeah.
Then reset.
Okay.
Then 1 at the target, 2 at the target.
Reset.
And reset. Okay. So that's something you can rehearse, and your coach will be like, what happened? Like your consistency is like going up, or you begin to realize, well, wait a minute, I'm making one, but I'm missing two.
Yeah.
Right? So what you do is you just aim. If you miss here, you aim more here.
Yeah.
But it's the counting that's going to keep your mind there, right? And it's going to keep you from getting frustrated. Okay. So that's 1-2 reset. All right. Now, let's talk about targets. When your coach puts up targets,
yeah,
where does he put the target? Does he put the target closer to the line or closer between the middle of the center line?
So he splits up the court, so he doesn't exactly put the cone. So he has to he marks an area that you have to hit in.
Hit into. So maybe he does like that.
He puts a cone there, right in that square, and you have to hit to the right of that cone. Or when we're going down the middle, you have to hit between that cone and that cone.
Oh, I see. Okay, so he'll put another cone here.
He'll put the cone a little bit more to my left.
Oh, over here.
Yeah, and then you have to hit when we're hitting down the middle. We hit between those two cones, and
Perfect.
We're hitting cross.
Okay. No, that's great. Where's my towel? Oh, no. Okay. All right. So good. So basically, he's lining up. He's putting some targets, probably about in the middle.
Yeah.
Kind of like that, right?
Yeah.
He may know Craig O'Shaughnessy. Do y'all ever talk about these back zones?
Yeah. Not exactly. He just wants me to hit more deeper because.
Right, deeper in the court. Okay, good. All right, so let's talk. I want to talk. You're a pretty smart kid, and so I'm gonna go ahead. Look, I'm gonna throw it at you, and if you go, Sterling, stop. I don't get it. You got to tell me to stop. Are you ready?
Yeah.
So, what would you say? There's 4 evenly boxes here, right?
Yeah.
What would you say the 2 outside ones are called? What about the court? They're the corners.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? Yeah. There you go. It wasn't as hard as you thought.
Yeah,
okay.
I was like, what the?
Yeah. So these are the corners of the court, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. The 2 middle sections.
Yeah.
So this line right here is the 60-foot line.
Yeah.
So 60 to the baseline. The back 2 zones, okay, I call the cages.
Okay.
Like a cage. Like you put something in a cage. What does it have to do? You limit its what?
Its area, its movement.
You limit its space to move around in, and you limit time in tennis, right? So we hit it deep. What does it do to the time of your opponent?
It doesn't give the opponent much time.
Right. They have to make an adjustment, right? So, like if they're here on the baseline, they either have to drop back
or take it,
or they hold their position, and then they have to maybe short hop the ball.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So these are the cages, right?
Yeah.
Now, so this is a cage, and this is a cage. Now, what is this side of the court called?
No man's land.
No, just the whole side of the court. You have ad and deuce.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Which side is ad for you?
Ad is this side?
This side?
No.
This side.
That's advantage, yeah. And
then this is your ad. Okay, good. So this is ad.
And the other side's deuce.
And this is deuce.
Yeah.
So this is the deuce corner and the deuce cage.
Okay. Ad cage.
This is the ad cage and ad corner.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So what happens when a player is serving on the deuce side and you return, okay, let's get you up here.
Yeah.
They hit their serve there. That's an S if you can't read it.
Yeah.
And you hit your return right there into that deuce cage.
Yeah.
What happens to this player? What did this serve player have to do?
Move back. They're going to hit a easier shot. They're going to return with an easier shot.
Okay. I like what you just said first. You said they have to move back. When you cage a player, they have to create time and space to send the ball back.
Okay.
What if you hit this return into ad cage with the player serving on the deuce side?
They have to move to the left, and also they have to create space.
Oh, not as much though, right?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Though they can almost walk into this ball and hit a backhand.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah.
So if you return if you're on the deuce court and you return into deuce cage with the player serving here, they have to create more time and space here than if you hit it into that cage. They can just basically turn and hit a backhand if they're right-handed players.
Yeah.
If they're left-handed, that's not probably a good shot because now they hit forehands.
Yeah.
Okay, now, what happens if you return the ball into deuce corner? What does this player have to do here?
Move to the right, but doesn't have to create that much space.
Right, and they don't have to move as much, right? Where do you think most players you play this ball back where?
Cross court.
So they play the S1 back cross court.
Yeah.
Now you've recovered here.
Yeah.
So are you a right-handed player?
Yeah.
So what are you hitting next?
Probably a
forehand.
Yeah.
Yeah, forehand. Okay. So you're going to hit your forehand R1. Where do you normally take, if you get a forehand here and it's deep, it's not short.
Cross court.
You take it right back into the corner maybe, or you could take it into the cage.
Okay.
Now, do you see this thing right there?
Yeah.
That's on the inside corner of this corner. Okay. So think about the deuce corner. You've got a corner here, a corner here, a corner here, and you got that corner there.
Yeah.
So you have 4 corners of the corner.
Okay.
Which one of these 4 corners does not touch a line?
The back corner? I was like, okay.
No, the back corner touches the baseline and
the outside first corner.
Okay, so we call this one out here, we call that the outside corner.
Okay.
Because if you're going outside the court, right? Okay. Inside the court, outside the court. Yeah. So this is the outside corner. This one down here is the outside back corner.
Okay.
This corner is the inside back corner.
Inside back, outside back, inside.
This is the inside deuce corner.
Okay.
So this target right here is massive.
Yeah.
It is the target. It is the target that you aim for when you're hitting down the line and cross court shots.
Yeah.
Because what if you aim here? Where could you miss and still make it in?
Anywhere.
Anywhere here, anywhere here, and anywhere here.
Yeah.
How good are you? That's everybody's question, right? It's my question. It's your dad's question. It's your question. It's Federer's question. Now, this corner is about 7 feet inside this outside corner and this inside back corner. It's about 7 feet because these are divided up equally, right? So you have 13.5 feet from the middle center to the sideline, right? 13.5 feet. So you divide that in half. That's about 7 feet or so. Actually, it's 6 3/4. So we're going to say about 7 feet.
Yeah.
If you aim here,
you have less chance of missing.
You are going to make a lot of shots.
Yeah.
If you aim closer here,
like less shots,
you're going to miss more shots, right?
Yeah.
Now, I'm sure Federer and those guys are aiming maybe about 3 feet inside the baseline.
Yeah.
Because or the sideline, because, dude, he's Federer.
Yeah.
Djokovic is aiming maybe back here. If you aim here, you will look like Federer and Djokovic. You will hit shots like they hit because you're using a bigger margin and you're giving yourself a little bit more space to make the shot.
Yeah.
Notice I didn't say miss the shot.
Okay.
Make the shot.
Right.
Because the objective here is to make 2 shots in a row, reset, make 2 more shots in a row.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, are you with me so far?
Yeah.
All right. Is there any questions you have about the corners and cages that maybe you've experienced in your matches?
Yeah, I haven't really realized. I haven't known about the 2 cages. I thought there was just one big middle. But
that's a good point, right? The reason why I divide them up is because which cage is the player behind when they are waiting for the next shot?
Yeah.
So if you're serving, obviously you're behind the ad cage or you're behind the deuce cage.
Yeah.
And so if you return right back at the player, and a lot of coaches will say return up the middle.
Yeah.
Well, if you return up the middle and you're cross court, it's probably going to go to the opposite. It's probably going to go the deuce to deuce, ad to ad, because you play on the angle.
Yeah.
If you're directly in the middle of the court and you hit straight up the middle, well, yeah, you're hitting right in between the 2 cages.
Yeah.
Now, when you hit into the cages, what does a player have a difficulty doing from the middle of the court?
Hitting angles.
That's right. And that's something that all the top players do a lot of.
Yeah.
Djokovic has probably been the best at it in the last few years. And I know I'm good friends with Craig, who actually was his mental, emotional statistic coach.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, the ad cage right here.
Yeah.
Have you ever played Monopoly?
Yeah.
Boardwalk?
Yes.
That's Boardwalk.
Good.
This is Boardwalk, man.
It's expensive.
You want to own this piece of real estate.
Yeah.
Now, what does a player have to do? Let's say they're standing here. Let's say they're just standing from deuce, and you hit it into ad cage. They move over, hit a backhand. Where do most right-handed, 2-handed backhand players go?
To cross court / middle.
They go here. So what are you going to get next?
Either backhand or forward, depending on how fast I run around.
That's exactly right. Okay, so if they hit it shorter and it floats.
Forehand.
If it's deep enough, it's a backhand.
Yeah.
Here's the secret to everything I'm telling you. If you know what's coming next,
you're
going to execute it a lot better. So depending on where you hit the ball is going to affect where they hit the ball.
Yeah.
And there are not unlimited options out there.
Yeah.
All right. Let's say you hit it pretty good in the cage, right? Yeah. It's like smack dab in the cage, right in the middle. And this player has to hit a backhand. Where should you be waiting along this baseline?
More on the ad side.
Behind the ad cage.
Yeah.
Yeah. you're waiting right behind the ad cage and you're going,
Yeah.
I'm ready, right? Now, if you get the forehand, okay, you step up into the court. You have two options.
Yeah.
Okay, do you know what primary means?
First?
Yes. Primary is first, secondary is second. If you step up, where's your which target? The inside ad corner or the inside deuce corner is primary?
Inside ad corner is the same.
That's exactly right, bro. Inside out forehand, okay, to the inside ad corner. That's primary. What's secondary?
Inside deuce corner.
That is right. Secondary is there. So primary and secondary shots are based on how much space you have to hit into.
Yeah.
And how much, so space width-wise and space depth-wise.
Yeah.
How far do you think it is? Which is further? This shot to the inside ad or this shot to the inside deuce? Which is longer?
To the ad side.
Yes. And which shot has more space?
Ad side.
Yes. That's why it's primary.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you hit a pretty good inside-in forehand?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you hit a good inside-out?
Better, yeah. Better than the inside-in.
Thank you. I knew you were going to say that. Yeah, you hit it better because you have more space.
Yeah.
And you feel that emotionally.
Yeah.
You know it mentally and you feel it. See, remember, tennis is a game of feeling. So if you understand that you hit a backhand, you hit a shot in the ad cage, they go short, and you run around your backhand, it's inside ad corner all day long.
Yeah.
Let's say they float, they get this back and they float it back. You reset after that shot. You don't come in.
Yeah.
You only stepped in a little bit. And then you reset back. They hit another floater there. What are you gonna? That was your first shot. Where are you gonna hit your second shot?
Secondary shot.
No.
Same place.
Same side.
Same place. Because you're not trying to end the point, my friend.
Wow.
You're trying to play the point and force them to make an error.
Yeah.
Now, let me talk to you about winners, hitting winners, and hitting shots that force errors.
Yeah.
Okay. Which one can you do more often?
Forced error?
Yes. Mentally and emotionally, if you try to hit winners,
yeah,
what happens when you get a ball you really, really like?
You're gonna panic, maybe?
Well, you're gonna tighten up.
Yeah.
You're gonna be excited.
Yeah.
Now, being nervous and being excited is the same. It's the same chemical reactions in your brain.
Yeah.
Right? So some players I work with, they're not actually nervous. They're actually excited. But they show the emotion the same way. It's the same because it's the same chemicals.
Yeah.
Now, do you get more nervous when you get a short ball or do you get more excited?
Probably nervous.
Okay. All right. All the more reason to go to your primary shot.
Yeah.
Right? Until you rehearse it enough, right? So here's what I would do. A way you can kind of rehearse this is, and you can talk to your coach about this.
Yeah.
You say, hey, can we work on hitting inside out, inside in, and then inside out?
Yeah.
Have you ever done that before?
No.
That would be pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
You can do this in any combination, but what I would do is I would emphasize the inside out, have him do another, hit it inside out, have him do another, hit it inside in, let him run over, feed another one, and hit another one inside out.
Yeah.
And how many shots did you just hit?
4.
1, 2, 1, 2. So you went 1, 2, 1, 2, right? That's probably gonna finish. Now, if you finish the point before that, great.
Yeah.
That's like icing on the cake. I won the point.
Yeah.
The mindset is you're not trying to end the point and hit a winner. Let your forced errors turn into winners.
Okay.
Just let them happen.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, what happens psychologically is when you try to hit a winner, you're trying to end the point. Agreed?
Yeah.
And that shot now becomes out of sequence.
Yeah.
Because when you're saying, hey, I'm going to hit this shot 1 or 2. Let's just go with this. That's the first. Let's say you go return here. They hit it here. You're moving. They hit it here. So this is your second shot.
Yeah.
Inside out. Reset. They give you another ball. If you go 1, then you're playing that shot without 2 coming back. You're not expecting it to come back.
Yeah.
Hey, have you ever hit a shot and it came back and you weren't ready?
Yeah.
That's because you hit that shot, what we call, it was isolated.
Yeah.
So you isolated that shot. You took it out of sequence and you thought it was over and it came back. Then you're kind of like, now you're making a decision. Your next decision is kind of on the fly.
Yeah.
Right? It's just kind of spontaneous. And you want to be less spontaneous. If there's anything that kind of happens, it should be where you're already in that flow of 1, 2, reset, 1, 2. And that will happen. You'll become very creative sometimes because your instincts will take over.
Yeah.
And that's great. But that's not what you should be going for. What you should be going for is I'm gonna force this player back here, and then so let's say you go inside out, they go retrieve it, they hit it short. Where are they gonna move?
To the side.
They're gonna move back to the center, and then you hit it behind them. See, you go back behind them to another backhand. Okay, so you can cage a player.
Yeah.
You can make a player do what?
Move side to side.
Run side to side. So when you run a player, you challenge their ability to accelerate and then decelerate, slow, and then play a shot.
Yeah.
Agreed?
Yeah.
The third thing you can do is you can do what? You can make them run. They're coming back, and then you can do what?
Wrong foot them.
Yeah, you can reverse them. You can hit behind them, right? What do you call it up there when you hit it behind them?
Wrong footing.
Yes, you call it wrong footing. Now, when you wrong foot someone, you're actually reversing their motion.
Yeah.
So they just came from, you just ran them.
Yeah.
They're trying to reset, and then they have to turn around and reverse and go back.
Yeah.
That they shift that car back in reverse.
Yeah.
Right? So, you know, how crazy it is if you get in the car and your dad puts it in drive, then he puts it in reverse, then he puts it in drive, then he puts it in reverse, then he puts it in drive. And you're going like this, right? So when you reverse a player or you wrong foot them, you challenge their ability to change directions and maintain their what?
Space or
not space.
Balance.
Yes, their balance, right? Have you ever been wrong-footed?
Yes.
What does it feel like?
Unbalanced and
Yes, unbalanced. You have to change directions, so you have to maintain your balance, and you have to get to it once again, right? Decelerate again, right? Do you like running back and forth?
Yeah.
Or do you like being reversed?
Back and forth.
Okay, that's exactly what every player you play that's your age, they think just like you, bro. They're thinking, can run me all day. It's fine with me. I don't care, right? what do a lot of players that you've played, where do they not like to run?
Forward and back.
That's right. They don't like to come up here and then have to go back here. And then the game, like, me and your dad play, we play this drop shot, lob.
Yeah.
They call it old man's tennis. Yeah. I love to play like my juniors, and I'll drop shot and then I'll lob them. Well, because I have a skill set to do that.
Yeah.
If you have the skill set, you can do it. What do a lot of players have a good skill set of doing?
Moving side to side.
Right. So they probably don't rehearse enough reverses, right? Run, reverse. And what's really cool, so you got, so you can go, you get this inside out forehand, you go run them.
Yeah.
Then reverse them. Then run them again.
Yeah.
Right? And then as they're coming back, you can either reverse them again or run them again.
Yeah.
So one of the chapters in the book is called Play Patterns That Tell a Story. Coach, I was running them and then reversing them and then reversing them, and then I was caging them. And then I'd run them again, then I'd reverse them. Then I'd run, reverse, right? So this is the idea, right? When you talk about 2 shots at a time, you can start telling a story by using this run, reverse, cage language, right? Say I go run, reverse. Let's see how good you are. All right, let's see how much you've paid attention so far. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. You are serving, my friend, and you're up here on deuce.
Yeah.
Okay? Where we're going to divide the service box up into 3 areas.
Yeah.
We're going to say this outside part is a wide serve.
Yeah.
But when you say wide, you're talking about what you're doing. Let's talk about what this serve does to this player. Where does it make them run?
Sideways up.
To the outside of the court.
Yeah.
So I call this the outside run serve.
Okay.
OR. If that's the OR, then what is this?
Inside.
Oh, inside run.
Inside run, because they have to run inside the court to get this one. So what do you think this is called?
Cage.
Yes, the cage, baby. Because if you go right down the middle, then what do they have to do?
Move out of the way.
Run out of the way. They have to make a decision, and they're either going to turn outside and hit a backhand. That's what you want them to do.
Yeah.
Or they have to get them jammed. If you hit it really hard and flat, you jam them. Cage, right? So remember, caging, they have to create time and space.
Okay.
They have to do this, right?
Yeah.
If you hit it outside run, you're going to run them outside.
Yeah.
If you hit them inside, they're going to hit inside. So they're going to hit a forehand from here and a backhand from here, and you can figure out what they like to hit from here.
Yeah.
If you roll it in like a second serve, what do most players like to do? Run around forehand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So where's your first shot going? Your serve. Tell me.
Let's go OR. Outside run.
Oh yeah, I like that, man. Outside run. I'm gonna find your serve. Okay, you hit your serve outside. All right. Now I take my return back there.
Yeah.
Where are you going next?
I'm gonna go to the deuce cage.
You're gonna go where?
Deuce cage.
Ooh.
Sorry.
No, that's okay.
Deuce corner.
You're gonna go to the deuce corner?
Actually, hold on. I'll think about this quickly.
Here's your inside corners. I'm gonna leave your inside corners up.
Is the return soft, or is it pushing you back?
No, it's like halfway between the center line. He hit it pretty solid.
Okay.
It wasn't really loopy. It was just a solid strike.
I'll go deuce cage, but faster.
Okay, yeah. Well, it's just deuce cage. When you hit a deuce cage, you're You're just hitting. You can either hit through the cage or you can loop into the cage. So you're going to drive it into the cage.
Yeah.
He's coming back here. Okay. What was your pattern? What was your 2-shot pattern?
OR and then deuce cage.
Correct. So outside run, deuce cage. Okay. Now, if they pushed you back, that he hit this high and heavy.
Yeah.
Where are you taking the next one?
Deuce corner.
Okay, you're going to go high and heavy into deuce corner?
Inside corner, right there, yeah.
Inside corner, right in there. Okay, I like that. I like that. Let me ask you this. What if he goes high and heavy and you're going to hit a forehand? What if you go inside ad corner?
Yeah.
With high and heavy?
Okay.
What does he have to hit? What does he have to hit now?
Backhand?
Yeah, from way back here.
Yeah.
What do you think you're going to get next if he hits this shot?
A cross-court shot to the backhand?
Yeah, you're probably going to get maybe high and heavy here.
Yeah.
Do you want that shot?
Depends how slow it is. If it's slower, then I can hit a forehand, which would be really,
Which will be really good.
Yeah.
This is where now we're talking about exploring what's coming next. You know what a probe is? Or you send something out to what? Probe.
Oh, probe an area?
Yeah. When you use these 2-shot combinations, what you're trying to figure out is you're probing your opponent's ability to answer what you give them.
Yeah.
So now you're fully engaged in you're not really focused on yourself.
Focus on there.
Making errors, reducing errors, being consistent, staying mentally. You're not focused on staying mentally in it. You're focused on what can my 2-shot pattern do to this person and my opponent, how do they answer, right? Yeah. And so what are you looking for? Once you start probing, what do you start to figure out about your opponent?
Their strengths and weaknesses.
Yes, what they don't like.
Yeah.
What they do like, but more especially what they don't like.
Yeah.
Let's say I like this outside run, and I am just ripping this return back here, or I'm just heavy looping and putting you on the fence. Yeah. What are you going to do next? You're going to go serve over to ad, do your thing. You're going to come back. What are you going to do next?
I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to go probably cage inside hip, jamming inside hip.
Okay, so you kind of want to go into that area there. Okay, and let's say they run around that and they hit their return right there. And you get just a solid backhand. Where are you going with the backhand?
Outside, ad corner. Inside corner, ad.
What was that pattern called?
Running them around.
No, cage.
Cage, ad corner.
Cage, cage run.
Oh, cage run. Oh, okay.
Cage run. Your target was inside ad corner, correct.
Mm-hmm.
But your pattern is called a cage run.
Oh, okay.
What if you caged them, they hit an inside out, and then they start to reset here, and you go back here? What's that called?
Cage reverse?
Yes.
Okay.
What if you hit it right back down the middle to them?
Cage.
Yes.
Okay.
So you got to figure out which one. What is this? So you hit an inside run.
Yeah.
They hit a backhand right back into there. Yeah. Where are you going next?
Reverse.
I love it. All right, so you just started to talk to me about your 2-shot patterns.
Yeah.
Okay. Inside run, he returns it here, and you go reverse. Okay. Yeah. And because you hit a forehand.
Yeah.
Would you call that a primary or secondary 2-shot pattern?
Primary.
Yes, that's exactly right. Because you're hitting a forehand from this part of the court, and you're hitting it back cross court. Yeah. And the reason why it's cross court is the ball crosses the center line.
Yeah.
if you hit the ball down the line, it's down this line, not down this line.
Yeah.
This is the line. The center line determines cross court or down the line.
Yeah.
So if you go cross, that's primary. If you go inside run and he takes it here and you go inside add corner, you kept the ball on the same side. You're hitting to a smaller space because look how much space you have here versus here.
Yeah.
That would be a secondary pattern.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you a video.
Okay.
That talks about serve patterns. They're 2-shot sequencing.
Okay.
And I'm gonna show you all the primary serve patterns from deuce.
Okay.
And serve patterns from ad.
Okay. Is there any?
Yeah, go ahead.
Is there any way of contacting you? Just not through my dad. Just
do
you have Messenger or something like that?
Yeah. You can do Messenger. Do you have WhatsApp?
Yes.
Let's do WhatsApp.
Okay.
Does
my dad have your WhatsApp?
I will. I don't know. I can get.
I have the Messenger.
Could you? I don't have
WhatsApp. WhatsApp.
So what's your?
Yeah, let's do WhatsApp. Let me just go ahead and do that right now.
Yeah.
So let's go. I've got to go. New contact. Spell your first name.
So it's Nikolai.
Nikolai.
Yeah, and then last name is DAMMHOLZ.
HOLZ. Okay, and what's your telephone number?
604.
Okay, I got to go to a different country. Here you go. Canada. What's the temperature like in Vancouver these days?
3 degrees.
No, it's 10 degrees.
Yeah. No, it was 3 degrees this morning.
Yeah.
Now it's 10 degrees.
So that's about 50, 60 degrees Fahrenheit?
About that, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so what's your telephone number?
604.
604.
616.
616.
9421.
9421. Okay, I got you. I'm going to send you a text.
Okay.
Test right now. Bam. Got it?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So what I'm going to do is we're going to correspond through this, and I will send you the links.
Okay.
This will be the last thing today, but just based on these 3 targets.
Yeah.
And the different place, how many places you could hit back here?
4. Wait.
Cages considered together.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Now we do divide them up because that's a little bit. You can be a little bit more strategic there.
Yeah.
You have the 2 corners, and you have the cages, right? You can run, you can reverse, and you can cage.
Oh, okay.
There's the 3. Based on this, how many primary patterns, 2-shot patterns, will it work out on the deuce court? Can you just guess the number?
3.
Try again. Higher.
6.
Okay, you're getting there. If you go outside run, serve.
Yeah.
And then you go reverse.
Yeah.
There's 1.
Mm-hmm.
If you go outside run and then you go cage, there's 2. If you go outside run and you go run, there's 3.
Is down line primary?
What? When would it ever be primary?
If it's an easy ball, or
is there such thing as an easy ball?
No.
That's right. You're right.
Yeah.
There are a lot of the easy shots. They're the hardest. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
You tense up and you're excited for it.
Yeah. You're excited, and the ball's slower.
Yeah.
So you have to be the one to generate all the pace.
Yeah.
Right. So you're right. That would be secondary, right? So there are primary. So I'll give you an example. If you hit an outside run
Yeah.
And then I give you back a forehand. What's primary?
Cross court.
Reverse.
First.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's one. You go outside run, and I give you a backhand. What's primary?
Run.
There's two. Okay. You go outside run. I give you a floater down the middle, and you go run around it, and you hit the inside out where? That's three.
Yeah.
And here's number 4. You go outside run, and I give you a forehand or a backhand, and you go what? Cage. That's 4. So you can do, so that's 4. So there are 12 primary on the deuce and 12 primary on the ad.
Okay.
And when you know these, you can rehearse these.
Yeah. During.
And then become automatic.
Yeah.
And then you can use them to probe your opponent.
Yeah.
And figure out which ones of these does your opponent not like? And at the same time, which ones do you like? Which ones can you really do really well?
Okay.
So out of all these, which serve pattern would you use if there was $1 million on the line and you had to choose one 2-shot pattern over here? Which one would you do? What's your best serve?
OR and then run.
OR and then run here. Well, let's say you got a forehand.
Yeah.
Would it be reverse? It would be reverse if it was a forehand. If it was a backhand, you go
run.
Yeah. If it was a backhand, you go run. Yeah, primary. Right, exactly. Right. Now, we talked today about this like it was really easy.
Yeah. That is.
Right. Exactly. So it becomes easier when you understand you're trying to force your opponent to make errors.
Yeah.
Because we win matches. Matches are won based on the player that makes the least amount of errors.
Yes.
Yes, not the player that hits the most winners.
Okay.
Right? So our game is a game of errors and really eliminating them. The way we do that and how we control our mental and emotional ability is to run 2-shot sequencing. And the reason why we run 2-shot sequencing is that's how the data lines up. That's where the majority of the points are played. 2 shots plus 2 shots.
Yeah.
And then what happens if the point goes past 8 shots? What do you do then?
Just continue.
There you go.
1, 2.
That's exactly right. Just go 1, 2, reset, 1, 2, reset until the point's over. Keep going. Just keep going, man, until it's over, right?
Yeah.
What happens when you stop playing? When you go to practice and your practice is over, so you stop playing, what do you have to do then?
Recover.
You have to recover, right? And then is play over?
No.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's over because you have to go do your homework or whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So the idea is when you're playing a match, enjoy the play.
Yeah.
Play the point. Don't try to end the point because if you end the point too soon, you have to go do other things you might not have to do. You might not like to do.
Exactly.
Right? So this is the idea of getting into a play mindset.
Yeah.
Right. And one of the things that happens is when we're playing a match, have you heard of the term shot tolerance?
No.
How many shots are it going to take till you're out to the point where you got to just get out of this point?
Okay.
I can't take it anymore.
Okay.
You ever play players like that?
Sometimes, yes.
Sometimes they hit 3 or 4 shots and you can see they just start going for.
Yeah.
That's you.
Well, we call that signs of surrender. Hold up a white flag and just wave it around because you're just surrendering, right?
Yeah.
So if I can go 1, 2, 1, 2, then I know that it just pushes you. Yeah. And you're like, I can't take it anymore. Surrender. I'm going to hit a winner. So when a player starts hitting winners or they start to try to hit winners, they're just waving a white flag.
Yeah.
They're saying, I give up. I can't take it.
Sterling, that is Nikolai's problem.
Well, I use other people, but it is all yeah, I get it, right? This is why this is perfect for you and for everybody, really, right? Is it helps you understand the relationship from one shot to the next.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Hit me with any questions. We got about a minute left. Based on anything we talked about today, or something else you'd like to know.
What are like the most in pro tennis?
Yeah.
What are the most used patterns, do you think?
Okay, that's a great question. Okay. Now, what we have seen from the top players, on the men's side, Federer, Djokovic, Nadal. Okay. We see a lot of inside run serves.
Oh, okay.
We see a lot of inside run serves. And when the ball comes back down the middle of the court, okay, Federer and Djokovic, they will hit a lot of shots. Yeah. If it's deep, they hit a lot of shots into the ad cage.
Yeah.
If it's a little shorter, they go here.
Yeah.
What does Fed do a little bit differently than the other players more often if he gets a ball here? After he hits an inside run.
Goes to the deuce.
Yeah, he loves to hit the inside in forehand.
Yeah.
Agreed?
Yeah.
Okay. So we see a lot of inside runs. We see a lot of inside runs on the ad court. Yeah. And then we see a lot of either backhand cages. If it's really wide, pros love the angle. Yeah. They take the angle. So the idea is when you get an angle, you take an angle.
Yeah.
When you get a cage, you take a cage.
Yeah.
Right? You play to the next shot, the next opportunity. You wait for your opportunity.
Okay.
You become less impatient because you're stringing these shots together. Now, what does Fed like to do a lot on his serve over here?
Goes wide, outright.
Yeah. And then what does he do if he gets a ball here?
Goes inside. Goes down line.
He uses secondary patterns because he's good.
Yeah.
He's good at them, okay? And you can be good at them too. You just have to understand what your target is. Inside ad corner, inside deuce corner. Yeah. You can hit big shots to these big targets all day long.
Yeah. Because
they're big targets, right? So as we talk, we'll talk about these angles. What these angles are zones of truth over here. Talk about zones of truth, sharp angles. What is a zone of truth? You know, we'll talk about that. But I think today was a great sort of crash course. And I know I gave you a lot, but do you feel like you were able to absorb this at least the first time out?
Yes. Yeah.
What does this give you just right off the bat? Let's say you were going to go out tomorrow and you're going to go with a friend and you're going to play a set.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? You won the toss. What are you going to do? Return or serve?
I'm probably going to return.
I like that. So we didn't talk about the return much, but let's just hit it briefly. I'll give you another couple minutes. Let's say you're returning. Okay. He serves and he goes outside.
Yeah.
You got a forehand. Where are you going?
Going cross court or cage.
Cage. I like it. Yeah. That's one. He gives you reset. He gives you another forehand. Here. Where are you going?
Inside deuce corner.
So you're gonna go cage and then you're going to reverse him. Why is that a reverse?
Because he's probably gonna recover to the middle.
Yeah. He's gonna probably go too far to the middle. He should be hanging out here.
Yeah.
Okay. You're gonna reverse him. I like that. So you're gonna go cage reverse. Good. And you just hit two what?
Primary
forehand.
Yeah.
So So there's a forehand combination. What else is there left?
It's
Forehand, and then you could hit a what?
down, backhand.
Backhand. There's 2 more left. What are they? Backhand.
Oh, back.
They could serve inside run on you, and you could backhand.
So backhand to the cage.
Yeah, I would go either. Yeah, you could go deuce cage, or you could turn it here. Which, if it's short, if it's deep here,
Yeah.
and then you could reset. And they could give you another forehand.
Yeah.
So you could reverse them again here if you want to.
Yeah.
That would be a backhand forehand combination.
Okay.
And then what's left?
A backhand.
That's right. So they give you an inside run. You go backhand. Then they hit it here, and then you could take it backhand.
Yeah.
And run them. So there's 4 combinations when you're returning.
Yeah.
Forehand, backhand, backhand, forehand, backhand.
Yeah.
Which one would you like most often?
Forehand.
Of course. Which one do you not like?
Backhand. Yeah.
But guess which one is missed more often?
Forehand.
Nope.
Oh, missed more off.
Yeah, which combination is missed a lot in the 2-shot sequencing on returning?
Backhand. So starting with backhand.
Yeah, backhand, forehand.
Okay.
Or a forehand, backhand.
Okay.
It's those two ones where you have to switch from one side to the other.
Okay.
They're missed a lot more than the 2 in the row.
Yeah.
Right? And that's just because of,
Rhythm.
Forehand. I'm grooving 2 forehands in a row, 2 backhands in a row. I have to switch, especially if I'm running and reversing. Those are the 2 combinations that give people the most trouble. Now, people either have a trouble with the backhand return, or the backhand on the run.
Yeah.
There you go. When they're returning from the ad court, it's either a backhand return or the backhand reverse.
Yeah.
They have to reverse back to the second backhand, right? So that's why so pay attention to your combinations when you're returning.
Okay.
If you want a forehand combination, then put the forehand return where you could get another forehand.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
If you put a forehand somewhere and you keep getting a backhand and you don't like that and you keep missing, that's your fault.
Yeah.
Right? So take the forehand, where you can try to manipulate, right? Take the backhand somewhere where you can get forehands.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. But work on all the patterns. Like you got to try to be proficient. Okay. Yeah. Let me send you those primary on the serve.
Yeah.
You kind of review them.
Okay.
And feel free to show them to your coach or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm all for like corresponding and working with whenever the time is right.
Yeah.
But if you can just get this in your head and just sort of rehearse it while you practice.
Yeah.
Man, I would say this too. I want you to schedule a set with one of your friends this week. I want you to go out. I want you to play a set.
Yeah.
And I'm going to send you, I'll text you a document, and it's going to be, it's the 8-point plan.
Yeah.
And this is point number 1. This is the first step. And this is in what we call it the 7-match accelerator, where we improve your win percentage 100% within 7 matches. A lot of players, they're just going out, they're doing step 1, and it's making all the difference in the world.
Yeah.
So I'm going to send you step 1, which is basically play 2 balls in the court, your first 2 shots in the court, every single point.
Yeah.
Without fail.
Okay.
Do not fail at playing your first 2 shots in.
Yeah.
And you do what you want to do. You can use a lot of the stuff we used here, but The idea is you've got to make those first 2 shots. If you make the first 2 shots of every single point, what does that do to your opponent?
Gives him more pressure to wait.
That's it. No, keep going. That you got it.
Yeah. It makes him more. He's more prone to make an unforced error.
Correct, or forced error, right?
Yeah.
He's going to try to hit more winners because you're putting the pressure back on your opponent.
Yeah.
Right? The idea is to project the pressure back on them.
Yeah.
Right? And you're doing that by using 2-shot patterns.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. What did you enjoy today?
Yes, for sure.
Was it more than you expected?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's scary, man. The first one is like, who is this guy? What has my dad got me into? But yeah, so I know, man, dude. I was 16, man. I'm like, what is my dad getting me into now? Who is this person I have to talk to? But yeah, I'm glad he contacted me, man. I'm excited about helping you go to the next level.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, and you will go to the next level, brother. I promise you that. I have field tested all of this for the past 8 years.
Yeah.
And Craig calls me the mad scientist because I test everything.
Yeah.
And when we start getting into I'll talk to you about what patterns we've tested that has the highest percentage based just on, just the average of just based on like the primary and secondary. Yeah. You're going to figure a lot of this out, but play a set. Okay. Yeah. If you could play 2 sets, that'd be great. If you could play 3, if you could play 2, that would be amazing.
Okay.
And or play 2 different opponents. Right. Yeah. I want you to track. Do you feel like you're getting these 2 shots in every single point?
Okay.
Right? Where do you think out of the serve, then the return, and then the S+1 and R+1, which one of those is the most errors made on?
Use is the serve.
Probably return.
That's exactly right. The return is the most errors, right?
Yeah.
If you're making a lot of errors on your serve, you need to hit more second serves as your first serve.
Yeah.
You need to find a speed and a spin that you can make about 70%, 7 out of 10 of your first serves. That's the magic number, right? Yeah. And so, but the idea is if you're playing 2-shot sequencing, you're going to make more serves. Because you're going to think about where you need to place the serve so you can get the next forehand, right? Yeah. So you're going to actually, without touching your technique, you're going to make more first serves. You're not going to double fault as much because you're focused on your sequencing 2 shots. I got to make 2 shots, man. Coach is going to be all your mom and dad are ragging you on this one.
No, we love this.
Okay.
I was like,
look, there's a reason why I started out with serves and I didn't know anything.
Yeah.
I didn't know your history or nothing. Me and your dad have not talked behind the scenes, right? He just said, can you talk to my son? I go, great.
He's like,
yeah, he just said, hey, can you just do that? That's all he said. We didn't talk. But it's amazing how I spent a lot of time on serve and serve 1 today.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, now, can you do that for me this week? Perfect. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Next week we're going to talk now. Making 2 shots in a row is about shot momentum.
Yeah.
Can you get the shot momentum? If I hit a shot, it forces you to hit a shot. If I hit a shot, it forces you to hit a shot. So it's like we're battling for who can last the longest.
Yeah. Sorry, my mom was like,
he loves this.
So sorry.
My mom was like, he's so happy to hear.
No,
I'm telling you, I know. Look, it's almost universal, but I love it how it works out. Next week, we're going to talk about how to win the point momentum.
Yeah.
How to win back-to-back points.
Yeah. Sorry, my mom continuously does.
So where do I see the recording, Sterling?
I'm gonna send it. I can send you the link.
Okay,
I'll send you guys a link, and you can watch it again.
excellent.
Okay.
And I want you, Nikolai, to watch this again, okay, and absorb it one more time.
Yeah.
And then play those 2 matches, and they can
Okay.
just one set apiece. If you want to go crazy, go 2 sets each match. But the idea is 2 shots, man.
Okay.
All right.
Can I ask you one question, Sterling?
Yes. Sure.
So for us older guys, we can't do that.
Oh, that's what you got to do.
But so what do we do in order to win? Because we can't put the ball where we want to put it.
No. You play 2 shots, cage.
Oh, yeah.
And you're playing singles, just cage the craziness out of them.
Okay.
And then you also use your inside corners as targets. It's the same idea.
Same idea.
You can place it in the cage.
Okay.
Yeah, same. It's the same idea for you, my friend.
Okay.
Right?
What about the height?
With Nikolai, we'll do a talk on doubles too.
Oh my goodness, I need help with doubles.
We'll do a talk, and we'll talk about 2 shots in doubles. We'll hit that next time as well.
Okay. Thank you.
What about the? Is there any way to improve his serve and serve return? You were talking. Oh no,
Look,
only game.
cage
Yeah. It's
Cage
more
yourself.
percentage.
Cage your serves, man.
Yeah.
Right? Cage your returns.
Yeah.
That's
The most percentage and yeah.
you will be amazed if you can get 2 shots in on every single point.
Yeah.
You're gonna absolutely crush a lot of kids.
Yeah.
They're just gonna go nuts.
Yeah.
They're gonna fall apart, man. I'm telling you. Because they're just like you. They're gonna think, I need to do more. I need to do more. And you're just like cage all day long. It's like your mom and dad poking you. Hey, Nikolai, do the dishes. Hey, Nikolai, do the dishes. Hey, Nikolai. And you're like, fine.
Clean your bedroom. Clean your bedroom. Clean your
Excuse me,
bedroom.
it's
Clean your
clean.
bathroom.
It's clean.
Yeah, I get it, man. All you gotta do is just poke them. Keep poking them. Keep
Okay.
poking them. Right. Don't try to just take everything off at one time. Right. Just. All right, man.
Okay.
But that also applied for like an ITF player, like a higher level player.
When you're not making your percentage.
Oh yeah, it's every player.
Every player.
It's yeah. See, it gets a little bit more intricate, but it's not that much more. Okay, it's because it becomes it's a psychological response to this, right?
Yeah.
As you do this, you're going to be stronger in your mind. You're going to have more resolve. You're going to have a plan.
Mhm.
You're going to be resilient.
Okay.
Okay. You're going to be patient.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be okay. Because you're like, look, I'm going to win this because I'm going to complete my 2-shot sequence.
Yeah.
And then if I complete one, I'm going to do another one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
We got it.
Yeah.
Fabulous,
Thank you. That's-
Sterling. It was amazing. Amazing again.
I'm so excited. This is what I live for. I love this stuff. And, it's just, I'm so happy when I see other players succeed, whether you're adults, young people. I just love that. And so my goal is to help you succeed and to answer all your questions.
Yeah.
Okay.
And last question.
Yes.
Do you do any if I send a video of him
Oh yeah.
and you can see his problem
Would love it.
and then
Yeah.
you can see
Yeah.
you
Send me a video. Send me a video, and we can just look at it together through a video call.
Yeah.
And we'll absolutely pick it apart. We'll pick it apart in a good way, and you'll see where you're going primary when you should go secondary, or where you should go going, right?
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be great. We can do that.
Okay. Thank you.
Sterling,
Yes.
I can't wait meeting you in person.
Oh, it's gonna be great. You gotta bring everybody when you come.
I will.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So just let me know. Let's give you a week
Okay.
to kind of go through all this, and let's touch back, see when we can talk again.
Okay.
next
For sure.
Wednesday.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Okay.
See you, Nikolai. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Have a great day.
Oh, thank you.
All right.